that hides and sanitizes its history. Well, that debate is going on right now in a public demonstration as we speak. Cecil Rhodes, one of the most successful men of the empire, made vast amounts of money, particularly in diamonds, and of course finished up with a country named after him. That was, of course, Rhodesia. And he was, he left a lot of money to an Oxford college, Oriel College, and there is, at the entrance to Oriel College, a statue of Cecil Rhodes. There are Rhodes scholarships that are awarded. Bill Clinton, indeed, had one. So there is a protest going on there right now. We saw a campaign to remove that statue about 4 years ago. It wasn't successful, but they are trying again. I'm going to cross right now to Oxford to speak to Lauren Roberts. Lauren, good evening. Please do describe the scene there.
Thanks, Nigel. Well, this statue of Cecil Rhodes towering above thousands of protesters filling the streets here in Oxford. The demonstration's still going strong, as you can probably hear behind me, with signs reading "Cecil must fall" and "Black Lives Matter" being held high as chants of "Take it down" ring out. Organisers behind this evening's event say the statue dedicated to the imperialist evokes anti-blackness and represents racism. Those protesting telling me it's not about removing history, but making it. I've been speaking to some of the demonstrators.
It's time it came down. Like this, you can't allow things like this anymore. It's just not okay. So we're here to protest it. We were students, so we just feel the need to do something about it.
To be honest, it's the thought that there are students who are friends of ours, people who are part of our community, who have to know that the college is not willing to do anything about the fact that there is a statue like this up there.
And as calls ring out for similar figures up and down the country to be removed, the decision made off the back of tonight's protest outside one of the world's most prestigious universities could well pave the way for their futures too. Back to you, Nigel.
Thank you very much indeed, Lauren. What everyone needs to remember is that every generation are a product of their time. We have had religious wars in England in the medieval times. So does this mean we pull down all the churches and deface the graves? I agree. That putting up explanations on plaques in some occasions may be better. We need to be reminded of history so we don't repeat mistakes. And I think that is quite a sensible approach to it. Ford from Ealing says, thinking about Colston's philanthropy in the context of money laundering, it was all an attempt to clear his conscience. Do you know what, Ford? A lot of people who've made an awful lot of money do in later life have quite a bad conscience about how they've done it. It's ironic, I get on Twitter, you mentioned rewriting history when the British Empire are probably the best rewriters of history, but I agree in not removing the statues. Instead, write the horrible truths about these men on their plinths. Well, part of the problem here is, we are judging people who lived in completely different times with different standards, just as in the years to come, we will be thought to be barbarians. We just will. Is Sadiq Khan right to set up a commission for diversity in the public realm? Even the name sends a bit of a shiver through me, I have to say, because they've decided already, it seems to me. Let's go to